All right, as you can see, I clean shaved. Okay, now in this video I thought I would speak to you about my rebranding strategy, and I'll keep it short and brief so that you can maybe pick up some pointers and see how you can learn from this. Okay, I'm going to kind of just give you a complete overview. Now, if you see my YouTube channel, the art at the top, it shows UAE news and expat views. I kind of, it took me 1 week to brainstorm and come up with that tagline. And you saw before this, it was the unofficial news channel of UAE, or the unofficial channel for UAE news. So I dabbled in a couple of changes. Now, the reason for this is, initially when I started my career, I was a personal branding strategist. I started off with that. Then, the taglines that came. I was a tattoo trainer because I wanted to stand out, but then people got confused. Do I train people for tattoos? So I said, okay, personal branding. That was not very popular that time. Then everyone started to copy. So then I became the #1 personal branding coach in the UAE. Then I upgraded to Middle East. When people copied that, I said, fuck you, I'm the #1 in the world. So I left it at that. But then after I moved on from UAE and I came here, I had to rechange my thinking, because when you don't meet people, when you meet people online, you have to give them value. Others, they'll not value you, So you won't believe, for the 2 years, I literally struggled from Medium, Quora, blogs, websites. I put book reviews, I did so many things. It was hit and miss, because I was trying to find out what really works. And finally, I think, and I'll tell you this, I was putting a lot of effort. I was putting 12 to 16 hours a day writing on Quora answers and hoping for more customers and more clients. But it was still a struggle, it was still a struggle. See, many people say that, oh, Loy, if he has earned millions or whatever, why is he still asking for channel donations and all? Try not earning anything for a year. Try starting a business from scratch. Try migrating to a new place. All your millions, everything will just evaporate, man. People don't use their brains. If you are not earning for a year, if you set up a business from scratch and you're just putting money into it and not making anything, you lose everything. So I started again from scratch, but I had to focus on giving value. And that is why after Quora banned me, which was the best thing that could ever happen, because I was giving them 14 to 16 hours a day of content, but not getting paid, nothing. I had to think, what is next? So I moved on to YouTube. When I moved on to YouTube, initially I was just trying everything to see what would work. Finally, when I put that first video, 10 reasons, not to be in Dubai, it was a random thing, man. That just picked up steam and got around 750,000 views. I was like, oh, wow, okay. But it didn't still strike me. But then I was like, okay, fine, what is next? I spoke about Expo 2020. That was my second highest viewed video. And I gave my predictions why it would fail. So very soon I realized, okay, there is a demand for UAE-based news, okay? But not like news, official news and all that. They want a perspective. So I was like, okay, I've been in UAE for 40 years. I can give them my perspective. So that's what I did. I didn't focus on, this scammy bullshit. Okay, jobs are here, visa, legal, because they keep changing. And I'm not an expert in those areas. Like, for jobs, there are plenty of YouTube channels which are faking and cheating people left, right, and center. They are either in Hindi, Urdu. They clock in at, some of them clock in at 100,000 views a video. But all they are giving is misleading information. So I didn't want to do that. And some of them, they don't even show their faces. But for me, okay, I'm showing my face. So I wanted it to have integrity. I wanted it to be genuine, real. Whether people liked it or not, I would be me, you know. So then began the transition to, okay, if I speak about news, what do I speak about news? So I gave not only the news, I gave my perspective about it. Initially, when I started the news, I would just give, okay, the headlines here and headlines there. But then I was like, listen, headlines anyone can read. Let me tell them what I think. And that is where I would tell them, okay, I find this bullshit. I would actually speak the voice, what people are thinking. Like, for example, when you saw Sheikh Khalifa, he was just like this, you know, old and frail. And obviously, if you're in UAE, you can't say that he looks like he has been drugged or he has been undergone some kind of surgery. He looks like a vegetable. Forget arrested. You will not exist. Your whole family will not exist. So I was like, okay, I can say this. Now, let's say, for example, a ruler's son, something happened. You can't say it there. Let's say a project has been announced. Everyone knows it's bullshit. So I was like, okay, fine, I can speak about this. But I definitely was not going to be a hater. Like, you know, it's just, I don't like that. If there's something to admire about UAE, I would always say good things. Let's say, for example, Sheikh Mohammed's leadership. Okay, agreed, he's not a perfect guy, but I think he's great. Now, let's say, for example, him, taking back his daughter. Most liberal-minded parents would say, let your daughter go. I would have let my daughter go. But he wants his daughter back. And the reasons could be various, from being a possessive father to maybe there's something wrong with her which none of us know. So I stood by Sheikh Mohammed. I said, no, he's right. I got hated for this. So, yeah, there were ups and downs. See, the thing is, my channel is not meant to keep you happy. My channel is to give you my perspective. You like it, you don't like it, that's up to you. So I started doing that. Now, obviously, from hardly 1,000 subscribers, it has jumped to 36,000 or whatever. Okay. So fine. I realized, okay, there is a bit of demand. Then I changed my content from just speaking on just gimmicky videos or about personal branding or resume rebranding. I started focusing on UAE based news. Okay, news and views. And very soon expats started to get in touch with me, and they started to tell me, okay, this is the problem I'm facing, this is the challenges. So I started speaking on those things. Now, ever since that, now obviously, you see, remember this one, I'm a personal branding guy. If I'm teaching other people or I'm helping other people change their brands, I should also change myself. I can't be the same. I can't be the same guy, and you know, because if I remain the same guy, I'll become extinct. People have changed over the years. Like before, nobody used to Skype and Zoom. Today, everyone Skypes and Zooms. You know, in fact, those words were never there. Today everyone checks stuff online. Now this COVID pandemic, people are not traveling. They're doing everything just online, you know. So yes, it'll go back to normal, but I need to change. So what was the change? The first thing what I decided is, I asked myself, okay, why do people come to my channel? UAE news. Okay. So I'm going to rephrase that so it becomes explicit. UAE news, expat views. Okay, because expats give me their views, and I'm also an expat. I give my view, and I share UAE news. Fine. And that is why you saw the rebranding with the UAE flag. You saw the UAE rulers. Okay. So, and yes, me in the center, because I'm giving my thought process. So the funny thing was, people said, I said actually, two state heads, and in between, no, two state heads left and right, and a dickhead in between. State heads, dickhead. Okay, whatever. If you got the joke. So I rebranded my YouTube, this thing. I rebranded the slogan unfiltered, because my messages are and the news is unfiltered. Then unofficial, because I'm not an official news channel. And unapologetic. I give a fuck. I say what I have to say. So that was the branding for the YouTube channel. Then I went to LinkedIn. LinkedIn also I decided to rebrand myself. Before it was just Google Loy Macedo. But I guess people will Google anyway now. So I rebranded there. Instead of doing it like everyone else, okay, I'm an expert, I'm a personal branding, I'm a business development manager, this, that. I decided to focus what adds value to people. And people check my channel, obviously, for UAE news. They might agree, they might disagree. And LinkedIn never gave me any business. So I was like, who the fuck cares? So I decided over there also, okay, I'd focus on UAE news. Okay, so LinkedIn got changed. On Facebook, before it was whoisloymacedo.com, I changed it to same, UAE news. And so everywhere the branding is now uniform. In fact, even Instagram, I changed it. To my shock and surprise, when I started looking at LinkedIn and Google and all that, I found many of my details, I had not updated it. My old number, my old phone number was still there, 556-2324. This was my old number, 556-2324. Hey, it was still there. This number is like 7 or 8 years old. It was still there. In some places, my old email address was there. loymacedo@gmail.com. So I really went through all the social media, changed everything. Then following that, now comes the website. Now initially my website, currently if you see it now, you'll see the old format. It's all going to change. loymacedo.com, just subtle changes. Whoisloymacedo.com and Think Personal Brand. I'm going to remove stuff that is not required. Because sometimes we just keep adding. And it's going to be functional. You know, functional is no more like when you log into my website straight away. Before, when you logged into my website, loymacedo.com, you would see what the fuck do you want? But it didn't serve a purpose. It was more for shock. It was more for, okay, this is Loy Macedo's brand. But now it's going to be based on, when you log into my website, you want information, right? Okay, I'm going to give you information on what I do. That's it. Straight to the point. What do I do is this. So on my website, people don't come for news. On my website, people come for my services. So that's the difference in the strategy. So I also got away with all the cheaper services because I didn't get many customers or clients who wanted cheap services, but I got a lot of headache from them. So I kept my standard services, and even the pricing for the very expensive services, it was more like, I don't need to advertise this, people can speak to me one-on-one. Okay, so overall, this was the rebranding process. Now, the reason why I'm sharing all this with you is you need to start rebranding yourself for the coming next few years. You really need to start rebranding. Things are going to change. You can't keep the same old photographs. Like, you keep changing LinkedIn, you keep changing Facebook, YouTube, fine. Mostly you do it on Facebook and Instagram. So it shouldn't only be the photographs. It should be your resume. It should be your core message. It should be a slogan. It should be the way you reword and market yourself. In fact, I'm even going to make a single PDF CV about myself, which I've never done. Now, is that because I want to apply for a job? No. It just, the process of rebranding, it kind of exercises your cells. And I'm working with some professionals at a very high level to figure out, okay, social media, what do I need to do? Instagram, what do I need to do? Facebook, what do I need to do? If you don't learn, and I'm not talking of reading a book, self-improvement, believe in yourself and all that. That's okay. That's like watching a movie, but that's not going to help you. For me, the focus is I want to make more money. So that is why you're going to see now the full rebrand process take place. And I got some UAE based news also to share with you guys, which I'll share in another video. I'll not mix both of them in the same video. So let me know, what do you think with the process rebrand for myself? Feel free to share your comments, your thoughts, criticisms, whatever. I'm very open to it. And I look forward to learning from you as much as you learn from me. All right? You guys take care.
You know why I want this fucking job? You know why the I want a job? Fucking because I'm the only fucking person who wants this fucking job. That's why I want this job.
Stop getting the wrong advice. Ensure you get the right skills for the right job for jobs in the Middle East. Contact Loy Macedo.